Hello, Poopsies. Thank you for joining me for a pick a card reading. This is going to be for the month of August 2024. This is going to be card 1, the candle, card 2, the wool, and card 3, the painted rock. So you can pick 1 or 2 or all 3 piles. Make sure you guys subscribe and check out my website, TonyBomboni.com, to book your own personal readings, private custom tarot readings that are sent to your email inbox as a video. Okay? So, I'm going to begin by making this loud sound, lighting the candle real quick. And lighting some incense to clear the energy of any past readings. I just did a few readings this morning for client sessions on my website. I'm just clearing the inner air of any past sessions, bringing positive energy in. This is mugwort. I love burning mugwort. Clearing the cards, clearing myself included, allowing me to have sound mind, body, spirit to begin channeling divine messages. Thank you, God. Thank you, universe. Okay, we are ready to begin. So, pile 1 again will be this candle. Pile 2 will be this wool. Pile 3 will be this painted rock. Pick what draws you in the most intuitively for the month of August 2024, and we shall begin. Starting with pile 1, this will be full readings, so this will be a little bit of a long one. I'm going to do a full Celtic cross spread, like I usually do, for your custom tarot readings. So what's going on with pile 1 for the month of August? Amazing things, actually. I think I feel a very good energy here. We have the 4 of Swords. And by the way, you can request, of course, as always, your custom readings to be done in ASMR. Okay, so this will be a period of rest for a lot of you, okay? Rest and recovery, reflecting on what you would like to do moving forward, most of all, okay? So a lot of that has to do with your career. So I'm getting justice here. Your professional decisions, how you manage things like your money. It's not money itself, but just managing like the responsibility. And I think if you feel like you lost, you actually won. Okay, this month it's gonna feel like you did that thing and you accomplished what you were set out to accomplish, basically. So you're not gonna lose, you're gonna be a winner. Okay, that's confirming that for you. So we have Wheel of Fortune and 7 of Pentacles. So also I'm seeing for you overall, let time take its course. This will be a fast month for you. Fast business, easier sales, more productive energy, I think more prosperous and abundant. But you might not feel like what work you're putting in is still, you're being rewarded enough. You feel like you're still deserving more. So that comes with time, but I think this will be, even into September, a very good harvest for you, okay? Especially if last year was, this year will be even better, okay? you will get what you are looking for, card 1. So yeah, this month will go good. You will meet all your needs and then some. What else am I seeing here? Your experiences matter and count, and I feel like don't worry about not doing what you set out to do at first. Don't worry about something you planned to happen not happening. Other things are predetermined right now. They were already destined to happen. So by you forcing things to change, it's gonna go against what's meant to naturally occur. So try not to force interactions this month. Do your best to just stay solid in what you're doing. Focus on the path ahead. 7 of Cups. 6 of Wands. It's time to let go of all those old options that you once had. You want to keep your options open, but don't understand necessarily the consequence. So this month is definitely about finishing those last minute touch-ups of what you were supposed to finish doing. So if you had a big project planned, or you had a big move or something, this is when that's done. Like, you are all settled, you are done with your mission, and it's time for a new beginning here, okay? A lot of you, yes. Your summer break is over and you're starting a new year, okay? So do your best to just kind of compartmentalize, like I said, like just allow that adventure or that time in your life to be stowed away on a shelf. Like, just, okay, you don't have to obsess about it, look at it, just compartmentalize, right? Like, just put it in a box, in a category, and so you can focus on other things. Because, you know, when we look back on our past, especially like photo albums, we get sad and sentimental and in our yucky feels sometimes. So just kind of, you know, okay, put that away, put that aside. That was an experience. Now is a new experience. So here I'm getting there's a lot to these messages, so I'm a little slower. I'm sorry. A lot's coming through at once sometimes. I'm translating in my head and looking at the cards. So it's still an energy of stagnancy, but progress, right? So you may not get where you're hoping to get with someone. Like, this is not a good month for you specifically for building relationships or developing them further or taking things to the next step. You know, you might even sound to someone like you're rushing things or rushing to be in a relationship. So it's sort of that type of vibe here. And I want to tell you that it's okay to feel this way or feel like, you know, why is someone acting different? The behavior is off. I feel like people's behavior or attitude switches this month a lot, frequently. One day they're too nice, the next they're a B word. So you're just gonna have to kind of deal with that, okay? You're just gonna have to put up with even a fight or something, or a big bickering, or like you might even notice someone expels an energy they're not used to expelling, and they have to apologize because they're very well composed, but they kind of let their anger go, and you're not used to seeing that, and it might scare you. 10 of Wands, the devil. 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords, the devil. Oh my God. this might hold you back. This might hold you back from a lot of things, from interacting with the person. This might hold you back from even having motivation. I think it's going to be very difficult for you to be motivated this month, even if, like I said, money's coming in and you're going to be just fine. Something needs to be continuing to be taken care of, especially at the home. In the home, but also in your it's a mix of everything, really. Your life, your social relationships, right? It's not just one specific in particular. Make sure all of those are continuing to be addressed and not neglected, okay? And I would say just understand that even if someone is like talking bad about you or like saying nice things in front of your face and then talking behind you, that's okay. That's not your problem, right? Because they will always show to you the person they show to you in your face. And that's all you need to know them for. Don't worry about what they're thinking. We all talk, right? We all say something to someone. They would never say it to your face, though. So in this case, rarely do I see that like energy, okay, but in this case, it's like, okay. It's not really that bad. It's just they have an opinion, but they don't want to share it with you. And that's okay. Because you have opinions you don't want to share with them, I'm sure. But again, this might taint things. This might taint a relationship, a friendship, especially if it's the one that leads into like an argument and then they lose their cool in front of you and they never lose their cool. Then it's like, oh snap, you know. Ace of Wands, King of Wands. I think it's best to be very diplomatic in this scenario. I think you end up being the higher person because you don't lose your cool that easily. And for you to lose your cool to someone, something must be wrong with them. So I think you're just going to be willing to let this energy go and just understand that you are right. Even if they want to admit they're right, you are right instead. You win instead, right? It's not about winners or losers, but yeah, they think they got upset because they know you're right. I feel like in this month of August, this is almost like the beginning of a new year for you. I don't know why I get that. It's like a new, fresh start. You're just going to scrap everything and start something new. Some of you, okay? This is just some of you. And it's going to, I'd say about half of you probably. It's going to be a very remarkable, rewarding experience. And it's going to start helping you manifest more. That this will be something you have to do. It'll be very good for you, actually. It'll put a fresher perspective on things. You're all about perspectives right now in this month of August. So you want to see the bigger picture here, and you will see the bigger picture. Things will be revealed to you that were not revealed before. So in this season, make sure that that is the focus. But you have to rest and recover, okay? You have to sit down to see the bigger picture. You can't be on the go all the time and see the bigger picture because you're going to be so distracted by being on the go. Nothing will make sense, okay? So let things flow. Take it easy. Things will continue going smoothly from here, okay? All right, that was your month. Card 1. Card 2, if you picked the wool cloth, what is the message? What are the messages for you? have the Hierophant, the King of Swords. To start with, and I would say, really, ultimately, leave it to the divine plan of the universe and God to take care of things right now, because you know it's like someone did you wrong and they will finally meet their karma this month. They will get what was a long waited. I think honestly, the karma that's the longest awaited is the sweetest. It really is truly sweetest for the one not receiving the karma, watching them get their karma, but the toughest for the one receiving a taste of their own medicine. And this is, honestly, this is the month. It might even be the first week of August. You're going to hear about this. You're going to know about this. It'll come as a shock to every freaking one. It will be devastating. Devastation, shock to their family, their friends. This might even be a death. A serious, severe injury or death. And that is not funny. And that is not something to mess with or play with. And that is not sweet in any way, shape, or form. And I am not saying any of those things. I'm just saying this is some heavy karma that they had they've done harm to many people, including you. And this was their reward. This was the consequence of all the actions they have accumulated harmfully toward others. And it now is finally projecting onto them. This is a very abusive person. This is someone that is not nice. This might even be, for some, a father person that was in your life who influenced you in a negative light. They were also coming of age, so it was like about to be expected regardless. This was a person that didn't even bother putting on a face. They just were just really mean and nasty. And vile. And very, very disrespectful to a lot of people, like everyone basically, including themselves. And they did not take care of themselves, and they had a lot of suppressed guilt. 7 of Swords, 8 of Swords. You're gonna be at peace, but it's gonna be like, you knew it was coming. You're like, I told you so. You're gonna tell someone like, it won't bother you that much because you were so hurt by them. But you're just gonna be like, I saw it coming. So it won't really shock you, but it'll still surprise you. You know what I'm saying? It'll surprise a lot of people, I think. It might even make some people happy, honestly, because they were really badly hurt by this person. So in a sense, they got what they deserved. But there's still that sinister energy. This person has a lot of demons, like literally, okay? There's still that like sinister energy of if they do go, someone else has to go with them, especially if they have like this might devastate their wife or their partner or whoever. And that might cause them to get ill or die too. So it's just going to devastate that family lineage specifically. Wow, this is intense. Okay, but yeah, but this will free others. This will give them, for some it won't, for some it'll be like, well, they got away with it. It's like they still did what they did and they still don't suffer the consequence. In the spirit world, you do, you know. You do have to pay back what you've done, and something has to be done eventually. You know, their soul has to go somewhere. So just be at peace knowing that this person can't harm anyone else after this month, okay? They'll be taken care of. This, honestly, it might even be a global thing. It might be even like a big leader or I don't want to say a president. Oh my God, I'm getting goosebumps. But this might be, like, it feels like a different country, but you can't be too sure. Because I see a woman in power here, so I don't know what that could mean. Makes me a little nervous, actually. But anyway, so I'm seeing some male stepping down and a woman coming into power in some country. I can't pinpoint which. It doesn't feel like a big country, but it has big influence. It has big implications, actually. So for some, yes, if the message applied to a father that was horrible, yes, that's the message for you. But for others, this is like, you're going to hear about a leader that had to, well, let's put it this way, lightly, they were taken out. Okay, so yeah, so that's just prediction. I'm not here to claim anything, the entertainment purposes only, okay? All right, regardless. Two of Cups. Two of Wands. Two of Cups, Two of Wands. This is an intense reading. I'm sorry. I definitely need to use that incense after this again. My Lord. So this line drew me in. So it's like Leo season, right? So yes, right now is it Leo season? Holy cow. I think it is. For card 2, this will be intense, okay? If you pick card 1, it was more relaxing, and if you pick card 2, it'll be intense and relaxing at the same time, okay? All right. But blood is on someone's hands here. Someone has to be held responsible and take accountability here. For some, this is like a school teacher. There's like a sinister energy that will be really, like, this month, this will be revealed. This will be exposed. A lot of that was in dark will come to light, especially if they influenced your children. They will be revealed at a board meeting. There's also a woman here who's not immune, who was also just as horrible as this male energy I was talking about earlier. That might pass on or be horribly crippled. Like, I mean, just like to the point where they might as well be dead. God forbid, I don't wish that on anyone, knock on wood. I'm just saying this is what I'm sensing. There is a nasty person here that is just going to be gone. Not an issue anymore. A non-issue. Taken care of, basically, universally. Because they were so horrible. Because they've done so much damage. It had to be stopped. Wow, Jesus Christ. This affects the world. I'm always getting emotional. This affects the world. He's holding the planet Earth. I thought so. I knew it. The crown. I mean, this person divided so many people. This person just caused the division to occur. And they felt they were righteous in what they did, but they didn't see the viewpoint of others. This person has a lot of resources to work with. I'm seeing a lot of like construction, like concrete buildings, houses, things like that. They're a person of means, but you can't take it in the grave. You know what I'm saying? So, I see obviously I see a rooftop here. So there's something with a rooftop, and 2, it's like round 2, like a second chance or opportunity or attempt or, like basically a bigger view, so to speak. I think everyone ultimately deserves peace and some taste of heaven, no matter how awful we were, because this life is just but a mere blip of an existence. And this is just a video game, Sometimes some souls have to come choose to be the nasty guy to teach, to learn lessons from, But it doesn't mean they're bad in their soul. It's just that's what they had to play out. They had to be the actor in this life, the bad actor, so to speak. So I think overall, once they heal their soul, they'll be taken care of and go to a better place. But they might be even in like a holding place, they create a prison of their own. We create our own version of horrible existence based on the life we choose to live and play out. And they're kind of going to have to work that out even long after they're gone. So that too will have universal implications and effects, okay? So just because they're gone doesn't mean their energy is gone. The energy will still linger for a while, right? There'll still be that scent of like rottenness in people, because a lot of people have absorbed their characteristics, their qualities, especially if they're famous and influential. That will still linger. The scent of that will linger for a period to come. I hear 30, could be 2030s, 30 years, 20, 30 years. I'm going to go with that. We have the Hermit and the 5 of Wands. Oh my gosh, I think this feels like a global reading, but I'm still trying to make it personal. This will affect a lot of people. I think a lot of people will kind of choose to kind of back away from this whole dramatics. Like some people will self-isolate out of fear. Some people will just kind of take a step back and kind of go crazy for a little bit, I think this will affect people in not so positive light. Like it's just not going to be nice to hear about this in general, right? It'll cause a lot of confusion, misdirection. I feel people will be misdirected or misguided somehow, or deceived. There's like a great deception here, an aura of deception and confusion that will play out this month for everyone. This will cause temporarily even more division, okay? And even families are going to start fighting each other's families, like, yeah. This ends well ultimately, but for now it doesn't. For the month of August, it will be kind of like, almost like the heat gets to people's head, so to speak, metaphorically, right? Not physically, but just, people are already hot-tempered in the heat, but this will make people crack. I really hope this is not the US of A, okay? I really hope not, but this sure seems like it. Maybe because the US of A is a much smaller influence than it used to be, so they show up smaller because of this. They show up less powerful because of this incidents. The Hangman and and judgment. There's a flag here. There's a country that gets stronger or takes over more because of this. Could be a European country, I'm getting, that has a role to play in this, or an influence, and people don't know. It's someone with money, like Switzerland, or allegedly it's someone with money. Okay. A lot of people will think this is it for us. This is over, but this is yet to be over. Things are just boiling. Things are just getting started to be boiling, you know? This is not the end where the frog cooks in the water, you know what I mean? There's a ways to go for that, but this is just like, this will make people like really, like some people will just, gosh. Some people will just lose it, really. That's all I gotta say about that one. Others will be in victorious happy mode, but it's a false happiness, right? Because someone else has to come into power here. That will be even worse. You thought this was bad, you know? So this was just like the stepping stone person, the one before the one, right? This was the deception. This is where people are deceived easily. This is the greatest deception of all, the greatest illusion. So let's translate now. Yes, I'm talking global events, but right now, let's translate to you personally. What are you deceived by, right? Why are you losing your cool over someone that doesn't even know you, right? Think about it. Why are we so obsessed with a person? They don't even know who the hell we are. Why are we so focused on them? When their mere existence is also questionable. None of us are guaranteed to be around tomorrow, okay? Why are we so divided over an issue that can solve with just some communication? I think when we don't want to talk to each other, that's the worst thing we could possibly do. I think ignoring someone is probably the worst thing someone possibly could do. That's pure evil in its core essence. So what are you choosing to focus on? Are you going to back away and isolate out of fear? Or what are you going to do with your life, right? What side of this are you going to be on? Are you going to be in the middle? Are you going to be on this side? Or are you going to be on this side? This might be the month where you have to decide to pick a side on a serious issue, especially if it's, a lot of you, it seems like it's at work. It's in a school, like it's just like a conflict that you guys have been having for a long period of time, and you need to decide. Okay, so this was a long one. I'm sorry about that, but wow, this month, it might even be the first week of August. Whew. I was so distraught, I put those cards away. Okay. Card 3, the painted rock. Here we go. Oy. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. With stuff like this, it has a very powerful energy and influence. So I still am going to clear that from our space, our being, our energy, our environment. So it does not influence us in a negative light or prevent us from channeling. Future readings. Wow. Protect us, please, God. Please, universe. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. There we go. All right. That was, heavy but light. You know what I mean? It's just, wow. it's like it felt freeing and liberating, that, but at the same time, it's such a heavy message that, you know, yeah. So, all right. Card 3, if you pick card 3, the Painted Rock, we have, oh my gosh, I'm sorry guys, the Queen of Swords and Knight of Swords. If something happens, God forbid, you didn't hear it here first, okay? Don't come to me in the comments and say you were right. I don't want to know, okay? I don't, yes, I was right on many things, but I don't want to know, okay? It spooks me sometimes. Okay. All right. So, you can let me know, but like, it's just with this, I don't want to know. Just this reading, that last reading specifically, it's, okay. Anyway. I'll know if it happens. That's all I'm saying. Okay. So, and deep down we all know, don't we? But anyway, that's another tale. So card 3. There is just like, I don't know, it's just like a woman that just does not agree with you. It's just like this conflicting energy, okay? And you guys just don't get along. Short, sweet, and simple. You guys butt heads. You're like oil and water. You just don't get along. Short, sweet, and simple. And they're very sharp with their words. They have such a sharp tongue that you just want to slap them in the face. Like, you just, you hate this person. You're growing to hate them. 5 of Pentacles. And 8 of Pentacles. And this might be someone you live with, someone you're kind of just responsible for. Maybe you're a caretaker for them and they're really nasty to you. So I don't know why I'm seeing a lot of that nasty energy. So card 2 and card 3 are kind of one and the same, but this is like the opposite gender. Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing here. You have no choice but to put up with them this month, okay? You have to deal with what you face. Some of you, it's only a visitor. It's only a short term, like I'm coming to stay for a month and then I'll be out of your hair, that kind of thing. You might not even trust them in your home, especially when you're gone at work. And this person might be a thief who steals from you, who takes from you. And not to be trusted. I'm sorry, and it makes me sad. Yeah. This is not a nice person. Not nice energy whatsoever. And they just choose to be that way. They can choose to be good, but they just choose to be bad. It's pathetic and immature why they do that. But they're taking from your hard-earned money because you bought that thing with your hard-earned money and they just took it from you. And it's someone you know, it's personal. A lot of times things like that are personal. It's not usually done just aimlessly by someone you don't know. So, Page of Cups, 3 of Pentacles. This sucks, you know. It's a sticky situation because you know they have to be there, but they may not even be a full sound mind, body. You know what I'm saying? It could be dementia, Alzheimer's, something like that. Like it could be an elderly lady. It's just like taking your things. This is what I feel more in the spirits. Okay, so it's like they can't help it, and then you find a bag full of your stuff in their bag, and you're like, what the hell? But you know, you just kind of have to put up with that, you know. There's no easy way around this. There's something because you're younger too. They think, you know, you may have less life or experience, or you're just younger in general, and they're very judgy or discriminatory toward that. Like, oh, you don't know any better, you know, shut up. Like, you're supposed to sit down and obey, and that kind of very structured dictator kind of person. And they've never been told no, probably, growing up. So they became bitter and ugly, and yeah. So, you know, they just don't know really what they're doing, even though they pretend they do. Some of you, yeah, you have to work with this person, really. I mean, you just have to work with them, and they are just not it, okay? But let's focus on what you can do. I believe there is really no way around this, but the best thing for working through this is just acknowledging that, yeah, they exist, and this is how they're like, and you can expect their behavior to continue being this way. If someone's acting a certain way and they're well beyond their years, they're stuck that way, okay? There's no changing them. 5 of Swords, 7 of Wands. I don't want to say there's no hope for them, but they just choose to be this way. It's like, just, yeah. They could just as easily choose otherwise, but they don't want to. So eventually you'll be like, F you, person, I'm walking away. You know, when it's time for them to go away, you'll just maybe even cuss them out and be on your way, you know? And they can't say or do anything about that. I always agree the best situation is love and light. Kill them with kindness, but sometimes not, because you hold it in and it causes issues in the body. So I say let it out, let it go if you can't hold on to it, you know? Because you don't want someone's horribleness to spread onto you for you to become horribleness. So in August, I feel like there's just like that what the heck just happened energy. Like my whole month was wasted and spent on this stupid person. And I just, like, it's just that attitude. Like, ugh, why did I have to freaking deal with this or go through this or take care of them? Or, you know, just, ugh. King of Cups. I almost want to move on from this message. Trust me. It just keeps going on and on and on and on. Like, oh my God. It's like they're such a bore. I don't know. King of Cups, the Fool. They're like a very stagnant energy, and I think this kind of holds you back. This stagnates you for a bit, just being around them. But I have to say, really and truly, take care of your health in this month, okay? The best thing you can do is taking care of your health. You don't have to continue after this month is over obsessing about this or dealing with it, or it just feels like you come across a nasty woman and you just have to like almost cross paths with her on the street every day on your way to work. And for some of you it could be that, right? It could just be like this, just get out of my face, why are you in my face, right? So just build your guard, stand strong, and know that, yeah, sometimes you might cross paths with them and be nasty back and show your teeth, and that might make them back away, actually. So you might have to do that. But if they're living with you for temporarily, like, it's like you don't do that. You know, you just kind of have to put up with it, because that's not the solution. And you can't just kick them out either, you know, like, it's not that easy or straightforward. So this will teach you not to do that again, not to let someone in your home just like that when you barely know them ever again. Not to be someone's doormat and say, okay, I'll help you, because no, just say put them in a home, or, you know, they can go to a shelter or something for the month. Like, it's not your problem. It's not your job, right? Because this will show you how nasty some people can be. And if they can't help it, that's a different story. I'm talking about those who are choosing to be nasty. Yeah, they can go elsewhere. That energy is not invited in your home, okay? So, yeah, a teachable moment for a lot of people. Okay, so that was your message. So I'm sorry 2 and 3 were kind of heavier messages. 1 was more enjoyable, but nonetheless, whatever resonates with you, go on Bomboni.com for further clarification for your own custom reading. Thank you. That's how it helps fund and support my channel, my webpage, to continue producing content daily for you like this. Thank you for watching. I love you all so much, and I'll see you next time. Hey, bye-bye.